Oh man, crazy burn. Crazy burn, like first rep you start going down, it's like 1, 2, you already feel it. Cool, we're here at Legacy Barbell. About to get a workout in with Hunter Labrada. Last time I took him through an MMA workout, so this time I'm taking me through a bodybuilding workout. It's gonna be sick.
Last time we did this, me and him were up in Boise, Idaho, visiting bodybuilding.com, shooting content. So a couple months later, we're kind of flipping it a little bit. I'm on contest prep for a bodybuilding show. I'm 7 weeks out right now. He just got done fighting in Austin a couple weeks back and won. I was there. Awesome. He's gonna be doing what I do. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're training legs. It's gonna be a good one. We got him started on calves already, and
already feeling it.
Gonna move on from there.
I've never seen someone's calves like that.
It's like everything you do, I know, is like super fast and explosive. Everything that we're gonna do today, we're gonna have you like be slow and super controlled. We're focusing on like getting a full stretch, and then at the top a real full contraction and like a real hard squeeze every single time. So this is gonna feel super light for you. We're just getting warmed up right now, but it's a good way to kind of get the feel for how you want to do things. You probably are keeping the tension on them still, but in the bottom when you stretch, you only want to stretch as far as you can while still feeling tension in the calf. You don't want to just stretch it where it's just all on your Achilles. Yeah. Each exercise we're only going to have like 1 or 2 like real working sets.
Gotcha.
So like we're doing like 4 or 5 exercises today, so at the end of the workout we'll have only done, you know, like 10 real hard working sets.
Got it.
We might have done like 20 sets total just from the warm-ups, but as far as like maximum effort, like you're working the full capacity sets, maybe 1 or 2 per exercise we do today. So, you know, that's what we're working towards. Everything is just kind of like warming up and leaning towards being able to do that one all-out set.
Dang.
So
his warm-up is my max weight right here. He was warming up with this.
You see that little hitch you're doing? Yeah. Take that hitch out. No momentum. Do it all with your calf. All right, one more good squeeze at the top, then we're gonna strip some weight. Up, up, up. Stay in there.
Sounds good.
Every single rep's the same. Full stretch, full squeeze. Woo. Don't pop. Come on.
Man.
There you go. Up. Come on.
I feel it.
Come on.
Last one I got.
Yep, let's go. Got one more after this one. Up. There you go. All right.
Thanks, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Feels like battery ass is just kind of like pumping through there once you get into like the later parts of that set. Just because the way we're doing them, like I said, you know, like the full stretch, full contraction, but never letting the tension come off. You're basically just keeping your calf like that for like a minute, minute and a half. So it starts to burn pretty bad towards the end.
Exactly what you said, like battery acid. It burns so bad.
Moving on to our first exercise we're gonna do for legs today. We're gonna be doing a lying hamstring curl. We do this differently than probably the machine should be used. Obviously there's a weight tree right there. We actually use no plates on it. We do it all banded, but we'll get to that while we do that later. So when you're doing these, what we wanna really focus on is keeping our hips driven down into the bench the whole time, and then really trying to curl and, you know, hinge at the hip up. So you want to get a full contraction with the hamstring, and then subsequently your glute will contract as well. But what we want to avoid is allowing the hip to come off the bench, because then you can use a lot of glute and you can use a lot of lower back actually. So the pivot point for it's right here. So as you curl it up, that weight will actually get over the pivot point, so it gets a lot easier at the top.
Gotcha.
What the band does is, obviously, if you stretch a band, the farther you get it stretched, the harder it is. So we made it to where it gets harder and harder and harder as we get to the top, instead of easier like it would be if we plate loaded. So really allow them to get that good squeeze and contraction at the end. You're gonna hear me say squeeze and contract a lot today. Don't get pissed off, but what I do, which is like hypertrophy-based training, we're just trying to build as much muscle as possible. That squeeze and constant tension really is the golden ticket for that. So.
All right, cool.
good you are, it's impossible to remember everything, especially when you're just really exerting yourself, like on the maximal sets. Like it's impossible to like be sitting there, okay, I need to do this, and this, whenever it's just maximal weight. Last set we're gonna do here for a lying leg curl. Really don't know what you want to call them. They're just like lying hamstring, like death set for us basically. The premise of the set is the person curling literally just curls as hard as they can the whole time. And then the person that they're training with, the training partner's responsible for allowing the weight to come up and down, if that makes sense. So the person will curl it up and they'll stay maximally contracted and just fighting with every last bit they have to keep it contracted. And the training partner will force it down. So he's literally forcing the muscle to lengthen while it's being like contracted with your nervous system. So it's really brutal. We don't do them all the time because it does, like I said, like kind of fry your CNS. If he does it right, which he will, I will like not be able to even move it from the starting position. Basically is what we're going for. Like
where I'm helping him almost up with it. So, no weight.
And I'm just letting you know, if you don't look like you're about to have a brain aneurysm by the time you get done with this, you didn't do the set right.
Half the amount of effort in it.
One more. Up, squeeze.
Slow down.
Man. So like I said, just curl the whole time. Hips down. There you go. Let's go more. Up. Hips down. Let's curl. There you go, Sage. Hips down. Use your hamstrings, not your butt. Good. Up. Come on. You still got more. Let's go. Bite me. Hips down. Hamstring. Good. Come on. Last one. Here you go. Drive. Hips down. Squeeze. Bite me. Bite it. You're done.
Woo. Dude, that was nuts.
Oh.
I'm sweating my whole body. I gotta sweat on my whole body. This is crazy.
Obviously, you know, like we started with an isolation movement for calves, moved on to doing hamstring curls in a way that's extremely isolated for your hamstrings.
Definitely.
What we're about to do now is about as isolated as it gets for both your hamstrings and your glute. We're gonna be doing glute bridges. This exercise out of everything we're gonna do today probably has the most translation for you, just because, you know, like what you do is strong hips and being able to move around on the ground is extremely important. So I won't be surprised if you're really strong at these. But what we want to focus on when doing these is driving from the heel the whole time and focusing on getting the hips as high as possible. So you want to focus on also driving your knees out as you drive from your heel. And you basically want from here to here to be in a contraction.
Alright, gotcha.
So your entire glute, all your hamstring, everything, you're just driving from the heel and squeezing at the top of every rep. Gonna move on to our next exercise. It's actually gonna be a glute ham raise. This is one of Brian and I's favorite exercises for hamstring and basically whole posterior chain development. The way you do it though is extremely important, and a lot of people do it wrong and it turns into a glorified lower back exercise for them. So when you do this exercise, you wanna focus on the whole time keeping from here all the way to your hips completely rigid. You want to be locked out. You want to have both your erectors and your core tight, so straight the whole time. And you want to focus on extending and like driving the knee down, if that makes sense. So at the top, the knee's driven all the way down. As you let yourself down, you're focusing on extending the knee joint. And as you're coming back up, you're focusing on sucking that knee back down and contracting it with the hamstring, because that's the job of your hamstring, is the knee flexor. So you want to focus on the knee drive up and down the whole time, not making your body go like this. Yeah. Feel it different?
Oh, I feel a big difference.
Up. So you're having your knees really wide.
Oh, really?
This next set, focus on keeping your ankle, your knee, and your hip in as straight a line as possible.
Oh, gotcha.
So we don't want there to be any like torsion on the joint. We just want it to be like linear, like pull.
Okay, gotcha.
So whenever we're here, everything's in a straight line. We're reaching out with everything in a straight line, and then pulling up with everything in a straight line.
I see.
So that'll make it feel a lot better. Drive it down, flexing the knee, because the hamstrings are knee flexors.
Okay.
So that's what you're focusing on for section 3.
Gotcha.
More like that. Drive your knees down. Up. Up. No swinging. Let me take the slack up. Perfect reps. One more perfect rep. Come on, focus. Drive your knee down, keep your body straight. There it goes, right there, Sage. You're done. Good job, man.
Oh, dude. That was good.
Good one. Right here, it's a pit shark belt squat. This machine's cool for a couple reasons. First, if you have any like lower back issues or any like disc issues or anything, it doesn't compress your spine. It doesn't load your spine because it's got that belt that's just around your hips. So I really like it for that, especially like, you know, if you're having lower back issues or any clients that I work with that have issues that prevent them from having loaded spine. That, and then if you look down here, it's got the 4 different hookup points for the belt, and those hookup points allow us to really vary where the resistance really rolls on. And like I said, it keeps your lower back fresh. So I really enjoy having this machine, and I really think he'll like it. It's a good finisher for what we've done today. All the exercises have kind of complemented and built on each other, so finish strong, right?
Right.
Our legs are thrashed at this point, right? So we're not going to want to use a real heavy weight because A, we wouldn't be able to do it a lot, and B, you're susceptible to injury when everything's as high as it is. So
Makes sense.
In order to do a lot more work with the same amount of weight, we increase the time under tension, or the time the muscles, you know, like under...
Right.
The time the muscle under tension, right? It's a great name for it. So the way we do that is we're going to do like a 5-second eccentric portion.
Gotcha.
So you're going to lower it on a 5 count.
Okay.
We're not going to have a pause in the hole, but you're not going to finish your 5 count and then go like that and bounce out of the hole.
So
You're going to
just
stop the momentum.
Got it.
And then go. It's
And
not a
then go.
pause, but it's a stop and then normal up.
Gotcha.
We're going to do 10 reps.
All right, sounds good. That's nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 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 Come on, Sage.
Thanks, sir.
Easy money, let's go. Finish strong, you're done after this.
Last set, last rep. Every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop.
Nice. Makes a push. Yeah.
Sage's like, okay, well, I gotta go now, I'm gonna eat, and then I gotta go run 5 miles in training again tonight.
No way, no way, after that.
What really is a typical and hard leg workout for me. He did awesome, extremely coachable. I know it's kind of a change of pace for him. Everything he does is explosive and aimed at being an athlete. Everything I do is aimed at building as much muscle as possible while staying injury free. So 2 different training styles, but like I said, he did awesome today. Hopefully he'll feel it for the next 2 or 3 days so I can kind of say I got him back in the long run for what he did to me a couple months back, because I know I was walking around like
Thanks, Hunter.
after I did mine. So It was a good one. I'm glad he came out. We're getting closer to my show, and then he's getting into his off season, getting ready for his next fight. So it's all good. It's always fun to have him in the gym with me. Super high energy, makes me feel good about myself. He's just a good guy to have in the gym with me. So it was a good day today.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, we'll make it happen again soon, man.
Absolutely.
And,
Thanks, man.